Now I'm going to make, this is the second video. My wife doesn't know what I'm going to ask. You know what I'm going to ask now? I don't know. Okay. So this is a funny video, but I'll ask the question first, then I'll give you the context later. Okay. Here's my question. That day, when I make you fix baby kitchen, easy, not easy?
Not easy because do alone not easy.
Because do alone not easy. How much time you take to fix house?
Oi, how many hours? I not remember, but full day.
Full day.
My hand shaking like this because I try it.
And you fix how much? Big or small?
Small.
You fix small. And how much I fix?
Many pieces.
Many pieces. So when I fix, you give me quack, 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 quack. Why you angry? Why you like this? Why you like that? Be nice to baby. But when you fix, correct? See? Come, we'll show now. We'll show the house. Come. Okay, now I'll show you what I'm talking about so that it'll make sense to you. See, what had happened was my baby got... Come. Oh, what's happening? She? Ice cream? Booba? Hey, Booba, come. Ajish.
She want to go down.
No, don't take her down. Take her inside. Let her cry, no problem. So what happened was my baby's birthday was a few days ago. We'll give her ice cream. Wait, I'll bring on ice cream. It's tough having a baby when you don't plan out things. But I like to keep it natural. So what I was telling you is, let me give the baby an ice cream. Give me a second. Oh man. Let me open the fridge 1 second. I'm in my house opening the fridge. Give her an ice cream. She likes this ice cream. You see how this ice cream looks like? Looks like, you know what, no? My imagination, sometimes I'm crazy. This doesn't look appropriate, to be honest. Let me show my baby.
Wow.
You want?
Yeah.
Say please.
Fish?
Okay, thank you. Come inside. Wait, take her inside.
ไปกินข้างในเดี๋ยวแม่แกะให้มัน
Bring her inside. She's a little sleepy. Oh, okay. Let me show you the house. This is the house. Okay. This is the house. Okay, you can take her down. I will show the house. Okay. Sorry, this video was not planned. Keep the ice cream back, Annie. Keep the ice cream back. So you don't melt. Tell her ice cream or come down. This video is not happening in a nice way. Oh, it's happening as a disaster. Okay, what I'll do is let my baby stop crying. I will put the video on again after the baby stops crying. 1 second. You see, that's a tough part of having a baby. Okay. So she stopped crying. Okay, take it down here. Take it down. So what I was telling you was, this was the kitchen that my wife purchased. Okay, this was the kitchen. Now, it looks perfect, but the thing is, when it came in pieces. All the doors, everything was in pieces. My baby likes to color. It was all in pieces. You have to screw everything up. Okay, so I'm not a handy man. I don't like this very much. So what I done was, I started to fix everything. But unfortunately, when I started to fix these parts, the screws, you can see the screws, they have to be aligned properly. They had given the wrong parts. And then it turned out to be a disaster. So I was not able to fix. And then, after I fixed the majority, which took me around 5 hours, it took a long time because it's the instructions in Chinese. This part was not at all proper. The screw is supposed to be here, the screw was here, the area. This didn't fit properly, so we had to change everything. So for me to change this, fix this was easy. Fix this was not possible. So now is where the story begins. So what happened is, I decided, okay, I'm not going to fix it. And I'll tell you why. When I was fixing the previous part, my wife was, when a guy is fixing and guy is doing work, he doesn't like to be disturbed. Okay? So I was fixing and I was 100% focused. My wife was, doing her own thing. my baby kept coming and disturbing and pushing things and pulling things. I was losing my cool and I was getting angry. And then I, obviously raised my voice, and then I started to get grumpy and grouchy, and this went on until finally my wife also lost her cool. My wife also got angry. Okay, so I'm grumpy, my wife is grumpy, and obviously I'm sitting out and doing work, and I was doing it for I think 5 hours. So I really got exhausted. By the time I realized that this thing couldn't be fixed, I informed my wife. And that particular day, the baby was screaming and shouting like how you saw. But this was like timid compared to what she was screaming that day. Screaming loudly, shouting, throwing things. And finally I lost it. Went to the baby, I shouted at her. And then she got a little afraid. And, obviously I was going to scare her by spanking her bum, which I did, and, started howling. So my wife was angry, baby was howling, I was angry. I didn't want to hear any of it. I went for the shower, ate a little food, and I was feeling very weak. 5 hours of sitting there after exercise without food. I should have eaten something, but finally went to sleep, woke up with a headache. And next day, the whole day was basically spoiled. Went to sleep, next day woke up. Okay, fine. Next day, wife had cooled down, I had cooled down. But I told my wife that, I explained to her that it was difficult, and wife was, the baby was making noise, and, wife didn't understand. But even after telling my wife, she refused to understand. She was like, yeah, but you should not be angry. Yeah, if I do, I don't get angry. So I realized my wife didn't realize. I realized that my wife didn't understand why I had lost my cool. So I kept quiet. After 2-3 days, you saw the top part of the kitchen cabinet came. When it came, my wife said, okay, you can fix it now. Now remember, I had spent 5 hours fixing the majority. Now only the top part was left, which was very small. I decided I'm not going to fix it. I'll let my wife fix it. So I told my wife, I'm busy today. You do it by yourself. She said, okay, fine. She thought, husband can do it, I can do it. And then I sarcastically put the statement, I want you to see how difficult it is. She said, oh, okay, you think difficult, I will do it. So she took it as a challenge. I kept quiet. I went in my room, I started to do my work. Half an hour passed, 1 hour passed, and I'm looking at the camera, okay? She's still fixing. 2 hours passed. And finally I came out just to have a cold drink. And I saw my wife struggling and nearly going to fix it. As soon as I saw it, I knew where she had done a mistake. She fixed the outside without fixing the cupboards and, the small insides of the kitchen. I kept quiet. After she fixed, then she saw and realized that now she has to fix the inside cupboards, the small bits. Like, when you have a cupboard, you have inside fittings. And she realized she had to dismantle the whole thing and fix it again. 2 hours of work, gone. Again she has to fix. And she was trying to figure out which to put first, second. And then obviously the baby started to get restless. Baby started to make noise. Baby wanted her attention. Baby started fiddling. And there the tension started to boil. So after 2 hours, patience wore off. Then the baby started crying, like how you saw. And it kept increasing because the baby wanted attention. Finally, at the 4th hour, I think, the baby started howling and shouting, and even if she put cartoons and gave food, and she just wanted attention. Then 4 hours passed, and now my wife started to lose her cool, which I could see. Finally, in the 5th hour, when she still couldn't fix, the baby started screaming. She was angry, and smack! She gave one on the bum, and baby started howling, and she stopped doing the work, and I still didn't help. Finally, when she cooled down, she took the baby, had a shower, and then she also had a shower, and then she went to lie down. It's still not fixed. She lay down and the baby went to sleep. And then she got up, had some food, and sat back again. Eventually, long story short, she fixed it, but still there was mistakes. So this time I came in, I said, so do you realize now? And wife just kept quiet. So I said, it's very easy to talk. Very easy to talk. Why you shouting? Why you don't respect me? Why you don't talk to me nicely? Why you always angry? I said, I just asked you to fix a small part of the cupboard. You could not fix. And now you lost your cool. I not only do this, I do my work. I speak to clients. I earn money. I am worried about the future. I'm thinking about the next project. You think this is nothing. You could not do the smallest and easiest thing which I do, which I can do. Then you think, why all this so difficult? She realized and she apologized. In fact, this is not the first time I've taught my wife a lesson this way. You know, when I used to, the problem is people tend to take things for granted. They tend to take their blessings. Children take their parents for granted. Many children think it's a duty of the parents to pay the school fees. Many spouses think, oh, it's my husband's duty to pay my expense. Many others think, oh, the husband should be loyal to me by default, even though I'm fat, ugly, and now I don't have anything that makes him want me. Husband thinks, oh, I don't give a fuck, let her cook and clean while I go and enjoy. We tend to take people for granted, whether it's our job, whether it's our health, whether it's our friends, our family. In fact, how many people take you for granted? They will ask you your advice, your time, your space. You might be accomplished in the real world, but your own people will never respect that. In fact, people pay me for my advice and guidance from around the world, millionaires, some of them CEOs, even Harvard graduates. They ask for my advice on personal branding, on so many other things, from resume rebrand. Do you know my own family members, people who know me, my friends, they never take? Well, I'm not saying that they are wrong. They just, what does this guy know? Even though they are not maybe in terms of brand success or corporate success or financial success, I don't want to get into all that, but still they'll not take. They say, no, gar ki murgi dal barabar, like in Hindi. The house chicken, the dish that you give them to eat, tastes like just like, cheap vegetable soup, lentil. So through this, when my wife was taking me for granted, that every time I give her money and give her whatever she wants to eat and give her an easy life, she can get up whenever she wants. She was getting lazy. I wanted to send her back home to her mom, so she would stay there and remind herself how difficult life was. She kept avoiding until her father passed away. After her father passed away, you can check my previous videos. I made vlogs of how messed up the house was and how she had not cleaned. I was so angry, I didn't want her to come back. But there, when she went to a village, oh, you can't sleep whenever you want. You have to get up on time. Mother will wake you up, come farming, do housework, do this, do that. She had to get up on time. She had to help the house. She had to help her family. She had to cook food. She couldn't stay without doing it, just watching YouTube videos. And I'll tell you, she was desperate to come back, because life with me, AC, YouTube, buy whatever you want, easy. There she couldn't get. And I made sure that she lived that simple life. She was desperate to come back. Let her stay 1 month. Finally she came back. So bottom line, what I want to tell you is, if anytime anyone in your family, your friends, relatives, people you love take you for granted, it's important to teach them a lesson. By shouting, screaming, tell them study hard, work hard, do this, do that, they will never learn. The best is make them do the thing which you're trying to tell them by themselves. Remove the comfort zone, remove the perks and benefits. Then when they have to face the realities of life, when they get hammered, they'll come back to you. Same thing with people who come to me, oh, what is the cheapest you can offer me for your resume? Oh, I'll give it to this guy. Go ahead and give it to that guy. Oh, Loy, your personal branding advice. I have these 5 coaches, including you. I said, try them. Go and try them first. Works great for you. That means I need to up my game. But if they are crap, you'll come back to me. This is how you teach people, whether it's your child, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your friends, your relatives. Put your foot down and make them realize your value. Others, they'll walk all over you. For my wife, she's a rice farmer. I need to remind her where she came from. Otherwise, if money, comfortable life, everything goes to her head, tomorrow when I die, she doesn't know how to earn basic living to pay expenses. She has worked only odd labor class jobs like rice labor, physical labor like rice farming, cement, construction. How is she going to manage to give she and the baby a better life? So anyway, I thought I'd share this real life. I like to keep it real. Okay, I like to keep it real. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. The baby stop crying now. Okay, and this is me signing off. You guys take care. This is me saying goodbye. And put your comments down below. Okay, ciao.